I drink your milkshake.
You are listening to the Billionaire Podcast Network.
Moving my bones, no place to rest. Traveled up north just to find my head. I'm still cornfed. Cornfed. Moving my bones, no place to rest. Traveled up north just to find my head. I'm still cornfed.
She was a who. Well,
Tell me.
Dalton's down for the count, bro.
What happened?
well, let's introduce the shit. Welcome to Corn-Fed with Dalton Pruitt. It's me, yours truly, the first billionaire podcaster, the Caucasian Copperhead, the Daniel Plainview of podcasting, the Caucasian Critic is my new moniker. It's me, Dalton Pruitt.
Wears a lot of hats.
I wear a lot of hats on hats, much like a Hasidic gentleman. You got the yarmulke, and then you've got the $10,000 Davy Crockett hat on top of that. This is Corn-Fed with Dalton Pruitt, only on the Billionaire Podcast Network. Ka-ching, bing, 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 fill her up. I'm joined by Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? Kevin didn't just blew a kiss into the camera. And okay, and Sal, how you doing, brother?
What's going on?
Not much, dude. I've just been owning the libs on X, formerly Twitter.
Oh,
I've been attacking the libs with facts and logic.
The libs of the right, right?
The
you gotta
lib,
turn yourself up, Kevin.
Oh yeah, Kevin is kind of quiet.
So let me
You
out.
don't-
What kind of examples are you using? Like, I'll be a lib.
Well, I don't know. I don't know like what the distinction is anymore, but like in terms of like liberal or conservative, it all seems like equal and opposite sides of the same gay coin. Just two
I
different.
stand with Palestine.
Yeah.
And then
it's
what
like,
would you say?
Yeah, me too. Just don't be a faggot about it, I guess is my, don't make it too much of your identity, which you will.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I just, because like I have like this ongoing war with the website itself because at some point I got shadow banned, which like all these social media sites claim is something they don't do. Where I think like if you say things that are like too inflammatory, or if you post too much in like too quick of a like succession, then they'll like flag your account, and without telling you or anybody, they'll limit who can actually even see what you're doing or who can find your profile. So it's called shadow banning, but they all claim it's not a thing they do. And so I was like trying to get, I'm
What do
like
you think sends down the order?
I have no idea. Maybe it just gets like flagged by like whatever program they have like running that like checks these. I don't know how tech works, but
I like to imagine that Musk was in a meeting and someone came and whispered in his ear like on 9/11. And then he was like, oh God, we gotta do the shadow ban.
Yeah, another someone else is making fun of you on Twitter. Like please shadow ban his account.
He's
The
made
Cybertruck is awesome, and I will hear no one will disparage the Cybertruck on my website. It's the coolest vehicle I've ever made, that anyone's ever made.
the Cybertruck.
Yeah, have you not seen it?
Nah, I'm gonna look
The
it up.
fucking death trap that he built, dude. He built the dumbest looking fucking truck of all time. That like the way it's constructed, just it looks like if you step on the brake too hard, you're gonna like go through the fucking steering column. Like it's or if you get into like a mild collision, like a low speed collision, you like it'll fucking kill you because there's no it's not designed the way modern cars are, where it has like crumple
looks stupid.
zones. Yeah, it looks really stupid,
I'm done with
and it's just like a pointy fucking chassis, like like straight lines and angular. So it looks like a death trap. Like it looks like it's not designed to withstand any sort of collision. And he like I guess he made it so it looks like something from like like Johnny Mnemonic or something, or like, I don't
Right,
know.
it's got a turret.
Yeah, like it's supposed to look. It looks like what they thought the future would look like in '90s movies. Is like the idea. Like in movies made in the '90s about the like to this year that are about this year is like what the truck looks like. But it looks like it's like a fucking nightmare. And apparently it's like fucking him up because it's not even ready to sell yet. And like the stock price for Tesla is plummeting right now because of this.
Jeez.
And
Can I tell
apparently,
you, he also missed the idea of a fucking truck.
yeah, it's not even really a truck.
Yeah, we use a truck to haul shit. All right.
Yeah, I mean at the best it looks sort of like an El Camino, maybe. Like it has the same design as an El Camino, where it's like a car with an open bed in the back. But yeah, it's not really a truck. it's
It's not pulling a camper. I don't know what it's doing, you know?
no, it's
You know
it's
what's
just
the best car I ever drove?
what?
The Toyota Camry.
It's a good car, reliable.
It is a good car.
Damn
Reliable.
good vehicle. Make one of those.
Best car I ever drove was an Infinity SUV, like a Q80 or something. I think it was called. Best vehicle I've ever been in and had the pleasure of driving. Smooth, and you feel like you command the road. You're the king of the road in a big ass Infinity SUV.
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was like that, and then like that year's new, like at the time, the new Escalade that year. I feel like a fucking rapper driving that.
Yeah, I drive a Ford Explorer now. People say it's a cop car,
mhm.
so maybe that's why I haven't been pulled over in a while.
I thought that was the Dodge Charger.
They're like, oh, there goes the chief.
Or what do cops drive now? Like, yeah, it's like the Dodge. It's like a Dodge something.
They drive Explorers.
Do they?
Nice. So I could just
Yeah.
fucking zoom on into the police station, grab a cup of coffee.
You ever get faked out by like an old Crown Vic? You think it's
Oh,
like you think
every
it's a
day.
cop? Yeah, you
Yep.
think it's a cop car, but I don't know if cops have used Crown Vic since like when's the last time a cop actually drove a Crown Vic?
Jeez.
You see it in movies so much. Like if you see one in real life, you're like, all right, fuck, 10 and 2 boys. Throw the weed out the window. There's a fucking yellow Crown Victoria next to us.
Camera.
But what I heard with that Cybertruck and like the Tesla stock and all that is like I don't really know how any of this works, but apparently when he bought Twitter, which was I think what was it like $44 billion, like I heard that he had to put up his stock in Tesla and SpaceX. He had to like put that up as collateral for the loan to buy the website. And if those stock prices drop too much, then the bank can seize his assets, which would include Twitter and Tesla, Space, like all of that. Like the bank can come in and like take that from him, and he might like there's speculation that he might like lose everything in this deal because of this like Cybertruck. But I'm not an economist, so
He seems like the kind of dude to have a backup plan.
maybe. But the thing
Like
with go
some
ahead.
kind of satellite above the bank that'll fucking
You
suck
think
his
he has
money
like
back out.
a Jewish space laser?
Yeah, he's just like, well, if you do that, then I'll destroy the bank.
Mm-hmm. And well, in the thing with Twitter is, or rather X, as it's called now, as it is now the name of the site.
Dumbest fucking name ever.
Like I was looking for any way to reach out to somebody on like their customer service team or like support staff, and I like went to their help desk on the website, and that there's like no way to reach out to anything. There's no robot to talk to. There's no like email, no number to call. There's literally like nothing on the site that allows you to speak to anyone that works there if you're having like an issue or if you have any questions. And like because I was like trying to figure out like why is my account, which has like 5,400 followers, not like reaching anything? Like there's nobody seeing it. People are sending me like screenshots where they're like searching my name and it's not like coming up in the search results. Like nothing is happening with this account, but there's no one to talk to. So the only like recourse anyone has is to like publicly tag like at fucking Elon Musk in a tweet, or rather a post, as he's now calling them. Like you have to just like go on the site and be like, hey, at Elon, at X, at X support, like hey, can you, like, what's going on with my fucking account? But there's no one you can actually talk to. It's like it's a broken site. Like the site itself sucks, but it is a good way to reach people and get people to, I guess, like follow your other endeavors.
Were you guys on that fucking other social media one? What was it? Where all the Trump people were going?
Truth Social?
Truth.
No. No, Twitter was always like a good one. It was like the site itself is like the people on it are kind of what make it terrible. But the idea of Twitter was always a good idea. Just like short form, like quick, like quippy text posts, like just a way to engage with people in that way. And then just over the years, it's kind of like degraded into what it is now. But like it was kind of like right out the door a pretty good site, like a pretty good idea. And then they just kept like building on top of it, and now it's a mess. Now it's like people can post entire fucking novels in a tweet. Like if you have Twitter Blue or whatever that premium subscription is, you can just post it like as long of a tweet as you want, and it's like ain't nobody reading all that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, I ain't reading all that. But hope springs eternal. I still have Instagram, and I'm developing a devout following on TikTok. I have 78 followers on TikTok.
Man, hit me up on TikTok.
Yeah, everybody that's listening or watching this, please follow me on TikTok at Dalton Pruitt, where I'm posting mostly clips of this show and then me doing gay song parodies.
Yeah, I'm at Goof Troop Squad Clan. So you can find me there.
Yeah. TikTok is funny because it's like like all these social media sites, like there's all these like this research that's gone into them over the years that like all social media is developed with the same like philosophy as a like a casino, like a slot machine. They're all designed to hook you in the same way that gambling does, where you get these like bursts of dopamine based on like notifications and responses and stuff like that. And so like TikTok actually it like is just a casino because they have that creator fund where if you have a big enough following, you can actually get, and Twitter's doing this now, where it's like if you have a big enough following and your post gets enough engagement, you can actually get paid based on like the stuff you put on the site. So now like
what TikTok is this on?
TikTok.
What the fuck?
So now TikTok is this mad grab by people all scrambling to figure out what they got to do to hit the jackpot on this app so they can get paid to make TikToks, to do like 2 or 3 minute like short form content videos to make money. And
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but a couple of years ago, one of my TikToks got like 250,000 views. But that was before. Can I get like retro pay?
I don't know. No, I think it's based on like your subscribers, maybe. I don't know. But like what's happening is like nobody knows like how that algorithm works or like what they even are supposed to do, like what catches on that site. Like everybody's just throwing everything at the wall to try and get engagement on there. And there's all these accounts now that are complaining about the fact that they have like I have 8 million subscribers on this site and my videos are only getting like this many views, this many likes per video, and I'm getting paid very little as part of this like creator fund. And they're like bitching about it, and it's like, buddy, who the fuck told you were allowed to even do this? Like you're not even putting in the effort to do like long form content. You're trying to get paid doing like TikTok bullshit. Like you really thought that was like, sorry that they told you that they would pay you and they're not. But it's a fucking like shady Chinese data mining app. Like that's all it's designed for, is to strip like data from all of us for when Xi Jinping decides to send the Chinese military over here and take over. Which I hope happens. Like it should happen, but Yeah, it was never like I don't know why anyone ever thought that that was like a viable option for like making money and making a living, is doing like lip syncing videos to like Doja Cat.
Do you think the Chinese will be gentle when they take us over?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they'll be
So be
merciful
very,
rulers?
very, very careful. Very, very careful. Yeah, they'll be nice.
I'd
They'll
easily start speaking Chinese.
Yeah, like immersion is the best way to learn a language. So when the Chinese take over America and every American city and town just becomes like a Chinese village, we'll all
Yeah.
pick it up. We'll pick it up pretty easily. It's
I've been pooping
um
in the street since like 2 summers ago, so I think I have no problem with
yeah.
that.
It's sort of like being a wigger. It's like if you spend all your time with black people, you just
Eventually,
you
yeah.
just start talking like that. So if you spend all day every day with like Chinese people, you'll learn Chinese,
Shut it.
especially in the cobalt mines where they need you to mine for the NVIDIA graphics processing chips.
The
You got
spice mines
yeah,
of Kessel.
the spice mine, yeah, the spice mines of Arrakis.
Darth Pruitt.
Yeah, everybody's
Ooh, I
calling
like the way that sounds.
Darth Pruitt. That is
Fuck
nice.
yeah.
Everybody call me Darth. That's my new. That's
Call me Darth Brooks.
call me Darth Brooks. I like that.
Fucking A.
Yeah. I've got friends in low places.
Yeah,
uh,
dude.
yeah, Darth Brooks is good. Call me Darth Brooks, everybody.
Oh my god.
That should be
But
your
Anakin
new.
Jackson.
do what?
You should change your Twitter name to that.
To
Darth Brooks.
Darth Brooks. I'll do that right now, everybody. My ex name.
Your ex
Uh,
name.
yeah, give me
Darth Brooks.
Darth Brooks. Woo! How do I do that? God damn
I
it!
don't know.
Hold on. Edit profile. Name. Uh, Darth. Maybe that'll fix the shadow ban.
That's
Oh
before he
yeah.
was Anakin Jackson.
There we go. Darth Brooks.
Darth Brooks.
Woo! Woo! Okay.
I'm trying so hard for another one. I can't. George Banks.
George Banks, yeah.
So
That yeah, sure. Luke Brian Walker. I don't know. I don't know.
Luke Brian Walker.
Luke Brian Walker. Luke Sky Brian. Luke Sky Brian. But what was I saying? Cobalt mines, Nvidia chips, Chinese. Better
Immersion.
keep your coke covered when the Chinese come over, if you know what I mean. Don't leave your coke unattended.
Dude, that can I say that clip about the Chinese pirate is one of the funniest fucking things you ever sent me?
What was it?
Do you know about the Chinese pirate?
No, I don't remember.
I mean, I'm gonna essentially tell another guy's joke, but he goes on a date with an Asian lady, and she says
that was me actually.
She's a pirate, and he's like, "What do you mean, like a swashbuckling pirate?" She goes, "No, like a pirate, like I fry airplanes." Yeah. Yeah, man, that's such a good one. It's so clean. That's family humor right there.
That's good, man. Yeah. There's a Rinkin Continental revel.
You hear the one about the Chinese Godfather? He made him an offer they couldn't understand.
Nice.
Oh man.
Yeah. You ever heard of a Chinese blindfold?
What's that?
It's dental floss.
Oh no. Oh man.
There we go, folks. That's what the people tune in for is racial observations.
Oh, the best.
Dawn's been anti-racist on Twitter though.
Not anti-racist. I just want people to like evolve in terms of the way they are racist. You know what I mean? Yeah, like we're past like the base level, crass, crude racism of yore.
I'm a
It's time.
I'm a silver level racist. Those some of
Yeah,
you are gold,
it's
titanium
time
level.
to elevate the way that we do racism in comedy, in humor. Like the smoke alarms is a good first step. The chirping smoke alarms is a good one. Washing chicken is another. You know what I mean. It's just time to move forward in terms. Because now it's like the fried chicken watermelon is hack. That's like a hack observation now. It's like a very
They're
low
just now
hanging.
able to enjoy it again.
Yeah, it's a low hanging fruit, and it's time to like move, like discover like new horizons in terms of like being racist, like ironically racist for
Potentially the lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah.
When it comes
Yeah.
to fruits.
I guess, is it?
Watermelon's on the ground.
That's true. It is very low. It doesn't even hang because it's so heavy.
It hangs off a vine, but it doesn't really hang because it sits on the ground.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's you guys' favorite melon? Is it watermelon?
Oh boy.
Cocoa
Probably
melon.
John Cougar.
Okay.
Easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess watermelon probably would be the best. I don't really fuck with cantaloupe. I'm
Honeydew?
not a big fan of honeydew. I mean, if I have some of that lemon lime salt, I'll sprinkle it on a little honeydew.
I like with that honeydew.
I'll eat it that way. Maybe dip it in honey, something like that. Yeah, watermelon's good on its own. Seedless. I'm not fucking with this.
You into that?
Christ, you just blew the fucking
Dude, I gotta say, by the way, I sniffled entirely too much in the last episode, so I'm not gonna do that this time.
That's what they tune in for. They want to know that we have COVID.
I'm not gonna do it. I couldn't even listen to the last one. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. I listen to them. I love hearing the sound of my own voice.
I hate it.
I have the perfect voice for radio. That's my calling, is broadcasting.
I have to double check sometimes and be like, no, that was funny.
I would say, Dalton, right now you're not sounding as much as a hick as you normally do.
I've been taking classes to get rid of my accent. I'm trying to get a Frasier accent. Damn it, Niles. Let's go meet me in the kitchen for a glass of sherry. Sherry. Yeah, Frasier's back, everybody, and it blows. It sucks.
It's not good.
No. Yeah, it's Frasier without Roz, without Martin, without Niles, without Bulldog. Terrible. A husk of its former self. And he's back in Boston. He's like not even like, what, you're not even gonna go to Cheers? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are you hanging out at this other bar? You're supposed to be like, if you're back in Boston, go to fucking Cheers.
Yeah. Well, maybe he just doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be like if the show lasts, at all. I'm sure there'll be a reunion type of episode where it's like Sam and fucking everybody except Rebecca because Kirstie Alley died. Remember that? Very sad. Yeah, that was really sad.
Rest in peace.
Should have been Shelley. Should have been Shelley Long, who also might be dead. I don't know.
Kirstie Alley is a very beloved member of the fat community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fat actress.
Yeah, but she wasn't fat long. She got fat and then she wasn't fat.
That's what we love about her. She able to walk on both sides.
Hold on. When she showed up on Cheers, she wasn't fat, but she was stocky. She was stocky.
She's tall.
They were serving her light beer.
She was, as they say, corn-fed on that show. But she wasn't fat. No, she was just kind of stocky, which is my kind of gal.
Yeah.
A little meat on the bone, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Little meat on the bone.
Bro, I loved her in Look Who's Talking.
Yeah.
I love Cellulite.
Best movie.
Cellulite. Yeah, cellulite beer.
It's just God saying hello.
Yep. Yeah, I love them little pock marks on a woman's thighs. Lets me know she be
Honestly, yeah.
lets me know a bitch be eating. You know, I like it when a bitch eats.
And butt dimples.
Take that bitch to fucking the Golden Corral. Let her
Get 2 plates.
take a dive in the chocolate fountain, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't really like the chocolate fountain. It's a bad idea. You know, it seems gross. It seems like it's a gross thing to do to have
Yeah, a
a
lot of
like
those places are not good.
I
no.
feel like kids are running their fingers through the fountain,
Yeah,
licking it.
no.
You know,
Golden
Well,
Corral
yeah,
is
because
terrible. Like, there's nothing at Golden Corral that's good. It's just a lot of
dude.
food.
Every time it sounds like a good idea, and then you get there and everything sucks.
Yeah,
a lot
there's
of
no
Chinese buffets are getting like that lately.
yeah, there's no all you can eat buffet that has like quality food. It's just like there's a lot of it. Like whatever they have is just a lot
That's
of
the
it. But
appeal, though. Is that if you're
yeah,
like the kind of person that you're not satisfied with normal restaurants because you're always hungry after you eat, it's like then you got to go to
sure.
one of these places and eat
It's like
hospital food.
even a Chinese buffet, it's like why do I need all I can eat? Like what's wrong with just spending like $12 on a like a decent Chinese dinner rather like why do I have to
You're
go
hungry
to
again.
you are hungry after 30 minutes. I mean that's what they say is you're always hungry.
I'm hungry always.
Yeah, me and you both do. I think the people can tell by looking at it.
We're the kind of people that go to those places though, to go to all you can eat buffets, and we're like, what's the limit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm absolutely the kind of person that will like eat at like a sit down restaurant and have like a meal, and then like on the ride home be like, man, I could go for some Burger King right now.
Bang bang.
Let's go to Burger King. Yeah.
I ordered an appetizer the other day after my meal. Everyone thought we were done, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the chips and queso.
How good are appetizers?
And yeah, they're so good.
Appetizers are like the most
Dude,
fun part of any dinner.
Yep.
that's like the perfect way to act like you're not a fat ass because you can get full off the appetizer and then have another full meal.
Mm-hmm.
I love that part.
My favorite part of going to any restaurant is the bread and the appetizers. It's like
Oh my God.
my favorite food at any restaurant is the brown bread at Outback and
Yes.
any appetizer, cheese sticks, bloomin' onion,
Do you guys like beer?
beer. Is like the drink beer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I used to. I don't drink.
I
it.
mean, anytime I go to one of those places, I had to get like the tall fucking beer with like the ice foamy glass, you know, like the fucking.
No.
I'll tear through it.
I usually get like sweet tea at restaurants now.
You don't like beer?
I can't drink anymore. No.
Fuck.
I like beer, yeah. I just can't like I don't drink anymore. So
Went to Twin Peaks recently. That was probably the best part,
yeah.
other than the asses.
They got big ebony asses.
The fat aces.
Yeah. I went to the me and Jamie Gravy once went to the Hooters by Penn Station and it was like such a miserable experience.
Not into Hooters.
Hooters sucks. I mean, it's all kind of like a stupid idea because like you go to a restaurant and it's like
Restaurant.
yeah, the food is like not that good, and it's also like, bitch, what you want me to tip you more than I would normally because you have big titties? Get the fuck on out of here.
Just nice. Like you can openly stare at the waitresses. That's the appeal. Is that when they walk by, you can literally be like, you know.
Yeah.
That used to be appealing, but have you been to knockouts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been to tight ends?
I think that's what I'm talking about. Tight ends. Yeah.
Tight end. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. That's
there's been G-strings.
You ever been that Mexican one? Ojos Locos?
No.
Yo, that one's crazy. That's like as close as you're gonna get to a strip club while also being able to order quesadillas.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you can eat, you can watch the game, and you can just be a disgusting version of a man.
Yeah, they're just wearing like skimpy bikinis at Ojos Locos. They're like full on like as close to strippers as you can get at a restaurant.
And some strip clubs have food.
That's true. Yeah,
and they're decent.
Legs and eggs. Yeah.
Go get a fucking lunch buffet.
Yeah, I don't really like strip clubs. I don't like
What?
Nudity. Cover yourself up, bitch.
Love fucking strip clubs.
Put on some fucking clothes. Read a book.
You don't like nudity?
Read a damn book, bitch. No, I like titties. I like looking at titties and a woman's behind, her derriere, her pussy.
Yeah. Remember I told you rear pussy.
Rear pussy. Yeah.
You never checked it out, did you?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Fuck.
I'll look into that. Yeah, rear pussy sounds
Oh,
good.
you said they show their feet and all that?
Well, that's butts and bare feet.
Okay.
These are two different
subreddits.
Similar, really similar idea, but one's a little more zoomed out.
I remember when I was like 15 or 16, was like the first time I learned that doggy style is not necessarily anal sex. Like somebody had to explain that to me because they were telling, it was like somebody was telling me he had like fucked a girl doggy style. And I was like, damn, dude, she let you put it in her ass? And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I go, it's doggy style, so you have to like, yeah, it's anal sex, right? And he was like, have you never seen a pussy? And I'm like, I'm a Christian teenager, so no. I go to church. I don't look at pussies. And yeah, somebody had to explain to me that how a pussy works and that you can, in fact, hit it from behind, give it the back shots.
I remember moments like that. Like I remember when I realized that you don't just put your dick in; you have to like go in and out. You know?
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "You realize?" Someone, I guess my friend was thinking the same thing because he was like trying to act like he knew. He's like, "You realize that you don't just stick it in, right? Like you got to like work it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah."
That would be like especially as fat guys, that would be a preferable way to have sex. Like if that worked, like if you could just stick your cock in a woman and just leave it there without
What if
having
that
to
was it? Like you did it. Like as soon as you get in, you're like, "I had sex." Like,
yeah. Well, technically, yes, you have had sex if you do that, but it's like that would be preferable if you could just stick your cock inside and not have to move.
mm-hmm.
And then like you're like by law, like your body, both of your bodies just like took care of the rest automatically. That would be better than actually having to like do sex.
Yeah, I did kind of think there was more magic involved than like just fucking having to fuck someone with your dick.
Yeah, no, so it's not it's not magical. It's gross. It's like a gross kind of like stupid thing to do.
You ever heard the expression "bumping uglies"?
Yeah,
that's probably the best way to sum it up. You're just fucking bumping your genitals.
Yeah, there's nothing like necessarily sexy about sex. It's actually like really like an awkward, just kind of like.
Well, other than the feelings you get and
the
fact that your shit gets engorged and usually wet.
Yeah, I mean, if it didn't feel good, it'd be like one of the most disgusting things on the planet. You know,
things are happening.
Yeah, like if you remove, I guess this is like how autistic people think about sex. Like if you removed like all the hormones and everything that makes sex like pleasurable.
You autistic?
Maybe. If I'm thinking about sex in this way, probably. Like if I'm like making some sort of like philosophical thought experiment where it's like if sex didn't feel good, it would be bad. It was.
My girlfriend killed 2 flies fucking on the kitchen counter. Or my wife, shit, she's gonna kill me.
She killed two flies fucking on the kitchen counter.
My wife, yeah, there were 2 flies fucking on the kitchen.
I'm sorry, Sally. You're what?
My wife.
What? You're what?
My wife.
Thank you.
Oh man, it was like the best kill ever.
Nice. Yeah, but yeah, if you took away the like, if sex didn't feel good, you know, it would just be like really gross. It would be like, you know, ew. You want me to put my penis inside of you? There's germs. There's germs in there. You know,
yeah, you would not assume that was the way.
You want to put your mouth on my? I don't want spit all over my penis. Gross.
Yeah, I could do this with a dry hand.
Yeah, exactly. I go dry.
Hey, speaking of penises, how come the hole's so small on this picture? I have not been able to figure this out, and it makes me laugh so much.
The guillotine? Yeah. Probably just a mistake the artist made, or I don't know.
They're gonna cut his dick off.
Yeah,
that's maybe they did construct a dick guillotine.
The picture makes you ask so many questions.
A guillotine.
Like, how did they catch the Flash? Why are they cutting his dick off?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what comic book that's from, but it is funny. You know what'd be cool is if you were the Flash, is if you like went back in time, like if you ran around the Earth really fast and then like manipulated space-time to catch up to yourself before you take off to run around the earth, and then
punch yourself in the dick.
And then no, fuck yourself in the ass before you run around the earth to fuck yourself
and you're just
in the
constantly
ass.
caught in that loop.
Then you create a paradoxical loop where you're like eternally fucking yourself in the ass.
You create a paradoxical asshole.
Yeah, you create like a Mobius. You create like a Mobius strip of like where you're always running around the earth to fuck yourself in the ass. Essentially, is what happens, and you get
That's
stuck.
deep.
You get trapped in like a bubble, like tangent universe in which you're the only entity that exists and have to for eternity in endless time fuck yourself in the ass.
Yeah,
that would be cool if I had flash powers. That's what I would do.
I would do the flash drive.
Yeah,
where you back up 33,000 emails.
Dude, my favorite question involving the Flash is who would win in a fight? Flash versus Paul Blart. Powers are neutralized, and Paul Blart has a shotgun.
Yeah, I guess that's a real thinker. Did you guys watch the Flash movie?
I heard it was bad.
It's really bad, yeah.
I loved it.
It's bad.
I heard Ezra Brooks puts a baby in a microwave.
Ezra Miller.
Who's Ezra Brooks?
I have no idea.
Is that a football player?
You're mixing her up with Garth Brooks, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's Ezra Brooks? I have to know now.
I don't know.
It's somebody.
But yeah. Yeah, The Flash was bad, and it's like a baffling movie because like
it's a bourbon. Ezra Brooks.
They don't really let him have his own movie. It's like tied in all this other stuff.
Well, I think they know because they knew he wasn't very popular at the time.
People love the Flash. Like I don't know.
No, like Ezra Miller.
Well, they had been working on that movie before, like way before he started going.
But I think they cut in all that shit because they were like, man, if we make this a straight up Flash movie.
No, that was all. It was always going to be like this dumbass like multiverse movie where it's like the Flash teams up with like all these other characters and not even to fight like a Flash villain, but they have to fight Zod again. Really stupid. It's like just give us the fucking the smart gorilla. That's what we want to see. We want to see Flash fight a smart gorilla, talking
push
gorilla.
Push the cube into my ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad movie. And then like inexplicably, there's never like the only reason they give for like any of the like goofy multiverse shit is it's like, well, that's time travel because like he goes back in time and then he takes his younger self to go talk to Bruce Wayne. And for whatever reason, Bruce Wayne is Michael Keaton now. So they brought Michael Keaton back.
Nice.
And so they go through the whole movie and he fixes everything and he goes back to his own time. And he gets a phone call from Bruce Wayne. And like this is how the movie ends, is like he's talking to Bruce on the phone, and then Bruce shows up in a car and gets out of the car to come talk to him. And the reveal is that Bruce Wayne is now George Clooney.
Oh wow.
So for no other like whatever reason, it's George Clooney. And the Flash is like, who the fuck is this? And then roll credits. So and then that's the last thing they're ever going to do with any of those characters because now the entire studio is run by James Gunn, who's rebooting everything.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
I mean, he could do it.
Welcome to another episode of Siskel and Ebert.
I do like James Gunn.
Thumbs up.
James Gunn's cool, yeah. He's a nerd. He's a damn nerd. But yeah, superhero stuff is gay.
Have you seen the latest Transformers?
No. Is he in it? Is James Gunn in it?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not
just another fucking movie that's kind of dumb.
No interest in Transformers movies.
There's a ton of them.
Yeah. The last one I watched was that Mark Wahlberg one, the one with him.
Like, yeah, so those ones are done now. They like rebooted that as well.
Oh, okay.
So these ones are kind of like slightly better, but they're still not good.
Yeah, no, it was the one with him and T.J. Miller, and then they killed T.J. Miller off like 40 minutes into the movie. He's dead.
Yeah, these ones are they're better than those ones. I'll say that the Michael Bay ones.
Yeah, no, the superhero thing needs to go away. Like honestly, it's like the worst thing that's happened to movies is that it's like making people stupid and complacent, and it's for
Yeah.
children. So yeah, that's like Alan Moore. That's something Alan Moore always says. Like superheroes are dumb. They're for children, and they like inspire fascism.
Well, they could still make comic book movies, but they make the same. They do the same plot line every time. Like there's a lot of things that happen in comics that are interesting and that could make a good movie that wouldn't follow your Marvel structure.
Right,
But
but
they're
I
just so
mean,
afraid to go outside of that because they think they're going to lose money, and they're like they would never put out something like Killing Joke or like The Punisher, like
well, they did.
fucking
I mean, they did Watchmen. Like to their credit, they did actually. Like Zack Snyder's Watchmen is good. I like that
yeah.
movie. But it's like any attempt to make like Batman or any of these characters like for adults is like stupid because it's like
However,
this is for children. At the end
have
of
you
the
seen
day,
the Batman?
I didn't like it at all.
What?
It sucked. Yeah, it was
It was so
awful.
good.
I hated it. It
I
was
mean,
like
there was parts I really didn't like, but it was a good rendition of Batman.
emo Batman and fucking like I just didn't like it. It was like they were trying way too hard to make it like dark and gloomy and like
I think it
I
was
don't
the most like Batman.
no
It was.
no
Oh, come on.
no no Batman is supposed to be a playboy billionaire and who gets pussy and does fights crime at night, and
But at that point, he
this
wasn't.
Batman
That's
was a
Bruce Wayne.
this
That's Bruce Wayne.
Batman was a pussy.
You're
Ne-
describing Bruce Wayne
but this Bruce Wayne he didn't go outside or do
because
anything.
it was he just became his parents just died and shit. Like he didn't know how to
Well,
be
he died
Bruce
when he
Wayne.
was a kid.
Well, yeah, no,
This
that's
was
true.
like his second year as Batman, so he's all like depressed and living underground. But it is like my whole argument is like this shit's for children anyway. This should be like they should just do cartoons. The fact that they're like these studios are pouring like hundreds of millions of dollars into this to take
DC
like
has
stuff
some good
that's
animated shit.
made for fucking children and try and dress it up for adults is like insulting to any adult. It's for
Come
kids.
on.
Yeah, no, adults are supposed to
What,
go
you want to
see
cancel Christmas too?
Scorsese. That's for adults. Is
You're fucking
Scorsese?
Scrooge, bro.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese.
It's Maury.
Maury's
We're
wigs.
tight like that, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait to go see the new Scorsese. It looks awesome. Killers of the Flower Moon.
I'm disappointed. I thought Leo was gonna play a Native American guy.
No, no, but I think he plays a guy who gets Native American pussy in the
How you
movie.
doing? This is Little
Um,
Feather, my detective partner. How?
Yeah, it looks really good. Like Scorsese might be the greatest director of all time.
Oh, I'm sure.
That motherfucker is like 80 and still putting out masterpieces.
Yeah, dude, he's cool as fuck too.
Yeah, he's really funny also. Like he's doing TikToks now because I think maybe because like none of the actors are allowed to actually promote anything still because of the strike, that the way that some people are like creating buzz for anything is like TikTok or something. Like I don't know. I don't know what has driven Martin Scorsese to make
That's
TikToks
wild.
with his daughter, but they're very good.
Well, if you're famous and you have a daughter, she's making you a TikTok account.
Right, but like they're actually like entertaining and like fun to watch because he's such a charming guy, and he's just entertaining. So it's like anytime there's like a new Martin Scorsese TikTok drops, it's like, oh, this is good. This is like as good as a movie he made. Like,
Yeah.
did you see the one that he just put out where he's like auditioning an actor and but it's his dog that he's talking to? She's like, I've heard extraordinary things about you, and it cuts. It's just a dog sitting there.
No,
It's really good. Yeah.
that's funny though.
Oh yeah, I love him. I'm gonna be sad when he's dead. He's the best.
How's your dog doing?
Dying.
Really?
The Shih Tzu is fucked up. He's like 16, so like one of his eyes is like done.
Yeah,
Like
they go blind.
one of his eyes died, I think, and he's like, he's frail and he doesn't know where he is half the time. So he's clinging to life. And then The Australian Shepherd is a puppy. He's like a year old, so he's good. Just bites the
What's
shit
going
out of
on,
me.
old timer? You know,
Yeah, yeah. We have a Bluey. We actually have a Bluey.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you watch that show?
Yeah. I love it. I love Bluey.
Are you serious?
No, I've never watched it. I've been over to like my cousin's house, and her like kids are like really young, and they watch it. So I've seen parts of it, and it looks like it's a pretty good like kid.
It's very good.
Yeah, like it looks like it's like more emotionally mature than what we had at that age.
Yeah, I mean they wrote it for the kids and the parents that have to sit there and watch your kid shows. So it's like I'm able to sit there and watch Bluey. It's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like it's like the stuff I've seen is like, yeah. I mean, if I had kids, I could put up with this. You know.
I always joke that to my wife that one episode, like the owner's gonna come in and just grab the mom and fucking start beating her with a newspaper, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, all right, kids, all right, back to what I was saying."
Yeah, because like our entertainment when we were that age was being created by like demented people. It was like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Dude,
You know what I
Ren
mean?
and Stimpy.
Yeah, and he's a pedophile. Like John Kay is like a straight up pedophile.
Yeah, our shows were like they're I remember there didn't have to be any educational value. They didn't have to be happy. Like, you know, there was like there's so many rules now on a kids show, but like they were just like making weird ass shit like angry beavers and stuff.
Yeah, Cow and Chicken. It was like everything was being created by like.
You watched all Cartoon Network shows, huh?
I loved Cartoon Network. Yeah,
I'm a Nickelodeon kid, bro.
I like that too. I
And
really
Noggin.
liked. I missed like that era of cartoons. Like as much as I talk about how much I hate nostalgia, I mean I do kind of miss that feeling of like just sitting at home and watching Angry Beavers and Rocco and
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold,
Such a
Doug,
good one.
Rugrats.
Doug was like, I was like, all right, fucking Doug's on. Cool. I guess I'll watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, those were fun. That was a good era.
I always hated how Johnny Bravo objectified women.
I
Bro, I
didn't
didn't
like
watch
that. I
none
don't
of
like
those
that.
shows.
You watch Johnny Bravo? You didn't watch?
I didn't watch no Cartoon Network shows.
I
IR.
was so sick of that.
You didn't watch IR Weasel or Secret Squirrel? Two Stupid Dogs.
I didn't watch none of those shows, bro.
Really? So
I was
you
all
strictly Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, and I'd venture over to like MTV and VH1.
Oh yeah, you watch like Liquid Television.
I think they were between Cartoon Network, so like by the time I would get to Cartoon Network, I was lost on like fucking Real World.
Watching Eon Flux and the Max.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Rock of Love.
Remember I think it was like right when TNN became Spike TV. They had a show that was like Stan Lee presents Stripperella.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I made time for.
And the ads for it were like Stan Lee, and he's like, "I love Stripperella.
She's a nice Jewish girl, but she's got powers.
Yeah, yeah, I remember, yeah,
Huge powers.
mm-hmm. Yeah, Stripperella on Spike TV.
I love Stripperella.
I love Stripperella. Excelsior.
Excelsior. And then they would all dance.
Yeah, does Spike TV still exist? Are they still
I
doing?
fucking love Stanley.
Are they still doing Spike TV?
No, bro, you couldn't get away with that nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, who watches TV anymore? Everybody's watching like Kai Cenat and Phantom XQC.
Phantom of the Opera.
Did you try to watch the second wave of G4?
No.
Yeah, I think so. It was pretty bad. It was rough.
They brought back X-Play.
Yeah, and now it's like if you follow anybody on Twitter, like everybody's picking sides, and it's like Adam Sessler is like a pretty hardcore Zionist. Like very pro-Israel right now.
Well, we're very pro picking sides right now.
I'm on the side of whoever wins is the side I'm on. I'm sitting on the fence until there's a clear winner, and that's
what side is the clear winner? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I have no idea. I mean, the U.S. backs Israel, and they have been doing that for many, many years. They've been like supplying them with like money and resources. So it looks like the president and all the senators or whatever are going to Congress to try and get this like aid package pushed through to
Send him a
send.
Panzer.
Yeah, they're trying to send Israel like $100 billion to flatten Palestine.
We're
So
sending him a couple Iron Man suits.
yeah, so that I mean that's the US's ally, but I think like in terms of like the actual populace, like globally, I think more people are on the side of Palestine than they are Israel right now.
If you look at the list, the shit they're sending over there, one of them is like the warthog from Halo.
They're sending them boxes of needlers.
Yeah, just like fuck them up.
They're sending plasma swords. Yeah, I mean,
Imagine them trying to learn how to use those.
yeah. Oh yeah, there'd be like a whole new wave of videos of like Middle Eastern guys fucking up with the needler.
There's some fucking crazy videos out there right now.
Oh yeah. Oh
So you
dude, I
watch that
mean,
shit, right?
dude, Twitter is just live leak right now. Like you log on Twitter and it's like, yo, here's a fucking baby with his brain splattered
Yeah.
against the wall. It's like, dude.
I had to cool it the other night because I'm laying in bed next to my wife and kid, and I'm just watching like body cam videos of people just like there's like a dead body with his eyes are all bulged out, and they took a stick and they're like, look, and they fucking stuck his eyes back in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because like when we were kids, it was like you had to go looking for that stuff, and there was all these like these videos that you would hear about at school, these like gore videos you could go watch if you were so inclined, but you had to go look for them. They were like on these like weird fucked up websites.
Yeah,
And now not even Faces of Death. I mean like those like snuff videos that people were into at that
And now
time.
if you say anything, they're like, well, it's the truth. It needs to be seen.
Yeah, it's like
All right,
now
sorry.
it's like you log on Twitter and is like just full on fucking like execution videos and war and violence.
But it is the reality of the situation, you know.
It's the reality. It's like not something we necessarily need to see. It's like you could just report on this. Like I don't need to see like a constant stream of like video footage.
Yeah, it just
of
carries such a different kind
children
of, like,
getting like fucking slaughtered in the Middle East. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't watch any of those.
There's got to be a happy medium between zero footage and constant gore. You know, like because they kind of got rid of I think it was like during the Bush administration they kind of like zipped up the ability to actually document what was going on over there.
Film war.
Yeah, I think because I think in the past, like prior to that,
oh, because we were fucking.
They actually had like video journalists over there that would film what was going on, and they would broadcast it in the States, and then like during the the invasion of Iraq and all that, I think they passed something where it's like they were not going to like allow that to happen anymore. But now with the internet, anybody can just post anything to these sites. So now it's like just constant the footage, and there's no like discretion with what's shown. So it's just like gore and terror and violence. It's really gross. It's really scary.
You think that's how Bush found out about Abu Ghraib? Somebody came whisper in his ear like they fucked another butt at Abu Ghraib.
A second butt has been fucked at Abu Ghraib. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it's really it's really strange. I mean, everybody's talking about World War III is going down.
I'm about to be a fucking legend in World War III.
Yeah, but I mean,
what is like Mel Gibson?
I don't know what that means though, because it's like we've had wars.
I've been playing video games since I was a kid, bro.
But I mean, we've had like multiple wars and conflicts since World War II that have involved many countries. So what would be what's the distinction between like the Cold War, Desert Storm, or like the War on Terror? Like, what's the distinction between all that World War III?
World War III.
We gonna call
There's
it?
Jews this time.
There's Jews. Yeah, it's the Jews.
It's the Jews again. That's why every time
it's the Jews. Anytime the Jews are involved, it's a fucking world war.
World War.
Yeah. Well, I mean, World War One.
WW1,
which at the time it was just called the Great War. They didn't know there was going to be a sequel. was there was like that was a war in which there were like no distinct heroes or good guys or anything. It was a complete fucking mess. Like it was just chaos on all sides, and nobody even knew what they were fighting for. And that's why they call like that generation of men the lost generation, because like these people went over there and like fought in this war that had no clear goal or any like real victory for anything. Like there was nothing, like nobody knew what was going on. And so all these guys got back and they were just like fucked up from like the war, like all this trench warfare, and they were just like kind of forgotten about after that, because there was no like romance to it. There was no like heroism or patriotism. It was a mess. And then like World War II is where you get like
All their fucking sons had to do it.
yeah, World War II
It's
was
got to
like
be the most heartbreaking part.
the romantic sort of like, all the Rosie the Riveters building bombs or whatever, and Band of Brothers and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I got a theory.
Yeah.
So I think the Jews took a huge L in World War II, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
So it's
Yeah,
World War
some
III.
would say 6 million L's.
Says World War III. It's the Jews' revenge. You know.
Yeah, you think
Revenge of the
so?
Jews.
Yeah, Revenge of the Jews.
The Jews strike back.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's World War III.
Palestine strikes back.
Yeah, just an endless cycle of violence where it's like now the Jews are the bad guys. Who saw that coming?
I mean,
Yeah.
what a story, though, bro. Like I kind of heard what you were saying earlier. There's going to be so many good movies made about this.
Oh,
great,
dude.
great heel turn.
So
Which I love
many
how in the
good.
comments of that, someone said, Dalton, I like the podcast you do with the two other guys where you're the smartest one. And I'm like, which fucking podcast are you talking about?
They weren't talking about you. No,
I know, but I'm like, that's all of them.
They were talking about a show I done yesterday called
Yeah.
Ski Mask Collective, and it was like,
What?
yeah, it was these two guys from like up north, and it was just two guys screaming about dick size, and I'm just like sitting there like, yeah, I'll talk when there's room, I guess, to say something. It was like,
Right.
they're good dudes. It was just like they were just like shouting over each other, and there didn't seem to be any like coherent conversation happening. I was just like, I'll get in when I can.
How'd you find this podcast?
They're like, I guess they're part of like the Compound Media extended universe or something.
Okay.
I don't know like what their origins are. They're good guys, yeah, and they had reached out to me when I was like, really going for it back in the day, and like I did the show a couple times, and then now that I'm back on the internet, they reached back out and wanted me to zoom
You're
in.
out there.
Oh, dude, I'm the first billionaire podcaster. That's what happens when your back's against the wall. You say it's time to become a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to lose, everything to gain. That's what do they say? What do you say in Fight Club? It's only when we've lost everything that we are truly free to be gay with each other. To have
And I
gay
have a
sex.
straw.
I have a straw.
It reaches all the way
Oi.
into your milkshake.
Drainage.
Drainage. I was on the edge of my fucking seat watching that.
So good. Yeah, I'm glad you watched it, dude. One of the best movies of all time.
Yeah. What was the other one you said I gotta watch? Snake Eyes or something like that?
The Nice Guys.
Oh, yeah.
You should
I
also
almost watched Snake Eyes.
You should hold on, Sal. You should also watch Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage.
All right.
You should watch Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage for sure.
I'm down. I'm down to watch it tonight.
You should watch just every movie with Nicolas Cage. He's awesome.
I do love Nicolas Cage.
He's the best.
If you like him, have you seen Trapped in Paradise?
No.
You got to watch it. It's a Christmas movie.
I'll check it out.
Where him and his brothers rob a bank, and the movie features several retarded characters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Bro, I loved Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass is good. Yeah, he's amazing. Like he's one of those guys, like even when he does a bad movie, which he's done a lot. He's done a lot.
John Lovitz and Dana Carvey are the brothers.
Oh, nice.
They get out of jail, and he picks them up from jail, and they're gonna rob a bank.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I watched a movie he did where he was like the star of the movie, but had no lines of dialogue, like in that he didn't talk the entire movie. It was
What do you
called
know?
what was that? What are
The
you
time
showing us?
police.
Well, at least turn your
Oh,
phone.
the Time Police. Wee
What,
woo, wee
what
woo.
the fuck was that, bro?
Wee woo, wee woo. Time
The Time
Police. Tick
Police.
tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Next time he's gonna go off camera and come back in like a fucking cop uniform.
Time Police. Wee
You're
woo,
under
wee
arrest,
woo.
sucker.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, yo. I mean, we'll go ahead and
Yo.
keep it at an hour, a tight
Yo.
hour. Yo.
You want a freestyle in the next one?
Yeah. Come, folks. Patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt.
You're supposed to do this at the beginning, Dalton.
And I should be doing this at the beginning as well. But Patreon.com is where you subscribe to the Patreon. You'll get access to all the premium episodes and bonus content. We got a $5, $10, $15 tier, but most importantly, $25 tier gets you the
Dick pics.
No, not pictures of our penises. I don't think you're allowed to do that through Patreon. No, $25 gets you the Fraternal Order of Corn-Fed decal designed by Kevin's wife, my wife, and
you get to kiss her on the lips,
and you get to kiss his wife on the lips. No tongue,
no face,
no face. She'll send you a picture of her lips that you can kiss on your phone. But most importantly, it gets you will receive the Fraternal Order of Corn-Fed decal after 3 months of having been subscribed to that tier. So it is $75 for a sticker. Along with that, if you subscribe to that tier and send me a message that includes a list of your enemies, I will call a fatwa, or rather a jihad, upon your enemies.
I'll prank call someone.
It's not a prank. It's not a prank call. It's just like a call.
Who does Gimp gladly want us to call?
No, I'll prank.
He doesn't want us to call anybody. I already recorded the call to jihad upon his enemies. It's on YouTube and iTunes. Spotify.
Someone comment a phone number in the YouTube comments, and I'll prank them on the next episode.
Do not dox anybody, please. Nobody dox anyone. But if you subscribe to the $25 tier, you get the decal.
What is doxing?
I will call for a jihad upon your enemies.
Nice.
What is doxing? It's when you release someone's private information.
Tail, right? It's when you cut off a dog's tail.
When you cut off a dog's tail, yeah. No,
don't dox your enemies, please.
It's when you release someone's like personal information to the public, so like their phone number, or, like address, or whatever.
That's the 11th commandment.
Yeah, do not dox anybody, please.
Do not dox.
Thou shalt not dox.
Thou shalt not dox.
We're against that.
We're against that, and YouTube is against that. They will strike you down if you encourage anyone to dox or dox anyone yourself. So don't dox, but subscribe to the Patreon, and you'll get access to all the premium episodes, bonus content. $25 gets you the sticker. There is a $35 tier that gets you all that plus pictures of my feet, but I have not updated that in a while.
World War III, Revenge of the Jews.
World War III, Revenge of the Jews. And that's the free episode for this week. So we're going to the Patreon where we will freestyle.
Yeah.
Signing off and stop.
After you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying. You seem blue, you feel sad, Mr. Van never There'll come a time, now don't forget it, baby. There'll come a time when you regret it. Someday, when you grow lonely, your heart will break like mine. You want me only after you've gone. Oh, there's